Hello, everyone. Record Guy 626 here, and welcome back to another Director's Commentary. And yes, happy late 9th anniversary to my YouTube channel. However, like I said, I am not here alone. We also have Letus the Unfortunate.
Hello everyone. Thanks for joining today's stream. Today we'll be talking about a few things, namely beginnings of entertainment.
That's right, Beginnings of Entertainment. If you don't know what that is a very personal and passion project of mine that I made last year. And to this day, I'm still proud of it. And I love it so much, no homo.
It is one of our best films to date. And a bit about the film before we get too deep into it. So this film... Okay, before we start yapping any further, huge spoiler warning for Beginnings of Entertainment. We will be going into depth about its creation and its story and lore. So if you have not seen Beginnings of Entertainment, go watch it.
That's
we will
right.
We will be leaving a link either in the live chats or in the description. Go watch it.
Oh, don't worry. The link is in the description. So go watch it.
So, how we all... Hello there, Kim.
How do you do? Oh, we're doing fine. Fine good.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good on my end.
We may have not a lot of people like when daylight breaks, but I'm sure it's still morning for them. Which, I guess that's fair. I mean, like 10
Okay,
hours,
a little...
10 minutes
What?
ago, I was getting ready. I was taking a nap for an hour.
Wow.
I mean, I want to take a nap, but but then when I realize it's almost time, that's when the nap is over. All right, everyone, get up. No more nap.
Funny thing is, normally when I have time off, I usually like to sleep in. I still... Well, time off, I mean... like when my family is gone. But normally I like to sleep in. I had to wake up at 9 today so that I could, like, prepare all of this. Because, yes, I'm in the Lidu cast. I'm in the Lidu cast location. This is a very special occasion, therefore I am playing all the stops.
Yep. Oh yeah, for everyone who is asking, Record Guy, why didn't you do the anniversary in December 20th? Good question. You see, some of our friends cannot be here, and plus the Sonic Movie 3 was premiering. So we decided to postpone it next week. Which is now.
So, happy late anniversary, guys. Well. If you look in chat, if it isn't Mrs. Exactly herself.
Hi, exactly.
How are you doing today? Yes.
Well, I hope you have a nice exactly time because we're going to be exactling this stream. Not really.
We're going to be exactly in beginnings of entertainment. Okay, I'll stop. This is what you get for bullying me on your stream. This is what you get.
Mm-hmm. Coming soon. The Exactly Show. Not really. It's a joke. Funny Funds. Exactly. You're getting it.
Exactly.
Exactly. If that's all the conversations we have here, we'll might as well get forward to the film as we talk about its creations, etc. And you might be hearing some amazing fun facts. Why I love the movie a lot.
Alright, so to begin, the film's development was different from When Daylight Breaks' development. So, when we were developing When Daylight Breaks, we were working, again, it started as a sort of school project, and then it snowballed into a movie. At first, we were doing the movie like we've always done. Ergo, we just make everything up and record lines as we go. But then, halfway through the film, we had Buddy on board, who then suggested to us that, hey, we should write a script so that way we can organize stuff. And I believe at this time we had like teasers 1, 2, and 3 done. And, you know, the rest of that is history. This time we just went with this. This time we just went with a straight up script. So, I mean, Record Guy, what we did was we had a few Discord calls where we would brainstorm. We had like this Google Doc where we would write down bullet points of what would happen in the story. And then our friend Buddy helped us expand those bullet points into the final script for Beginnings of Entertainment, and thus Beginnings of Entertainment. Another fun fact about Beginnings of Entertainment was that was not the first attempt at a origin story for a Record Guy. So I don't remember when the other animation was made, but there was yeah, go ahead.
There was an earlier version of the film. It was not released, and I wasn't proud of it, so I didn't bother releasing it. I showed it to Litas, and we both agreed that it sucked.
It is, as we would call it, very stinky poo-poo. If you guys want to see it, let us know. But we looked at that film and we were like, yeah, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense at all. Like, it has nothing to do with the magic, nor myself. Like,
it's all just scattered. None of it connected with the rest of the lore.
Speaking of which, we gotta read the chat. Sorry if we didn't read the chat. We were talking about the history of.
If I was on stream right now, I would call you Barnus and Okay. A bit of context. So, on Desi's stream, we invited a friend of mine, iHeart. He expanded on the Barnus joke. And on the latest shipping joke in general, he added another one to the fray. And that is Bonnie the Purple Bunny. Anyways.
I'm sure you all know where the Barnus joke came from if we gave context in one of the other streams here. Did we?
We might have. I think it might have been... Was it in the One Daily Break stream?
I don't know. Hey RG, Isabel's behind me? Okay, oh, hi! I know, relax. I know, it's okay. It's funny. Indeed, very stinky poo-poo. Like, very stinky poo-poo. Like, Koopa Dooper? Like, are you kidding me?
Anyways, anything else you want to mention, like, about its development?
Beginnings of Entertainment's development? Well, there's one thing. Beginnings of Entertainment, the movie itself, the film, this is morely based on my IRL stuffs and my imagination with it. And you know, I've been using my imaginations for my other films, The Master War, Ritual, Fate's End, up until when daylight breaks. And that's when it all ends.
By the way, stay tuned.
Oh, well, again, like you said, it's for the funny funs. Of course it's for the funny funs. I have a feeling I may be picked on. Well, I ain't never been picked on before. Like Nick Bear and Litas, Desi. For once in everything, I've never been picked on.
It is usually all of us. We haven't found anything with him yet. We will. Just kidding.
In your dreams.
Anyway.
In your dreams. Don't worry about it. Don't get any ideas, Kim. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It'll be really funny, though.
True, though. True.
But then there's going to be a funny series soon. Not really. Well, it depends what we get, or what I get, or what Chucky gets. Blah, blah, blah. But again, usually it would be a community post. Give them context, leaders. I'm sure they don't know about the community post show.
Okay. So, on my channel, I posted a video called About the Rebrand. So, at the time, I believe I still had my old, banner set up and everything. And so I was going through a visual refresh of my branding, some of which you see now. It is my logo that I have on my StreamYard. During that time, I recorded a video where I showcased 2 intros that I made for my content. And at the beginning of the video, I say the following.
And that would be, hey guys, normally this will be a community post. At first, I didn't find it funny, but then when I was messing around with Audacity, I accidentally pitched up Litas' intro, and thus the meme exists.
And from then, it became a community copy pasta.
The joke can be found on Chucky's channel. The Hand Puppets channel.
Yep. This just in, cars go vroom.
Yes, vroom vroom. Okay, nice.
Alright, anything else you want to mention?
I think that's it. But I'm sure we'll talk about more as we progress on the film. I will be pointing things out.
So will I. Retro! Get him in here. Get him in here. Wait, Retro, are you able to come in? Because if so, come on. I believe
Yes.
you left the link in the, hold on.
If you don't know who Retro is, it's Dave the Rave. Dave the Rave is sure is funny man. He's a funny gorilla. He's funny. Why? Because he's funny. If it weren't for Dave the Rave, then Retro's world wouldn't exist. It needs to have Dave the Rave. Otherwise, everyone is doomed.
And other than that, for the Daylight Breaks trailer, He did a little bit of that. You know that 3D cinematic scene at the end? That was Retro.
Special thanks to Retro. Also, not just the trailer, but also he did the Gudon E3 Redefined sequence, the intro sequence, in-game at the end, and the trailer. Special thanks to him, by the way.
He's been our go-to whenever we need like logo design or like little bits of animation. He has been our go-to. He is amazing to work with. And he created Dave the Rave, so there's that. So everybody, round of applause for Retro.
Clapping noises. I don't have voice mod on.
Speaking of, right, I believe... You ready?
I think that's it. Without any more delayments, we will now start.
One more thing I do want to mention.
Sussy
Last warning for spoilers. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we will be going very in-depth with the movie. We will be talking about its development. We will be talking about its story and lore. We will be talking about everything.
Yeah, so
massive spoiler warning.
And do me a favor and watch the film in the description below. You have to watch it. It is very important. Very, very important. The main reason how the lore exists. And who knows? You may learn something about my OC. And myself. And maybe Chucky too. And so is my other older characters, which you will see in the film.
So, without further ado, that out of the way, let us begin.
All right, and away we go.
In the beginning, there was nothing. Nothing exists. There is only one powerful being. The Big Bang. A creature so powerful, it could wipe out the entire universe in seconds.
Yes, that is the Big Bang, the ultimate supreme myth. However, if you all want to know what its name is, you can either call him Big Bang or just King Solar, right?
Yep. More about him will be revealed later. We have plans. However, something I do want to mention about this intro here. So you know that narration you hear in the back? Originally, that was going to be narrated by Retro. But unfortunately, things happened, and long story short, he couldn't do it. No worries about that, though.
Yeah, that's not important. In fact, we brought back the nostalgic voice character, which Litas brought it up. You know, the name of the narrator voice you kept saying that you miss? That voice, the current voice?
You mean, you named him... If I remember correctly, you're the one who named him the voice Nowhere Here.
Oh, yeah. The voice Nowhere Here. If you don't know who that is, it's the voice. And we currently don't know who it is. And you know what? I'm not telling. You all have to figure it out. Not even the team knows. It's going to be a big secret.
He's kept us all in the dark about it.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want to know more about this guy, watch our other films sans When Daylight Breaks. because When Daylight Breaks did not have the narration.
And speaking of which, hello, Retro.
I'm here.
Everyone, please welcome our graphics guy.
Yeah, welcome the guy who has the most experience in software as currently I'm multitasking right now, so I'm not only just commentating on this, but I'm also screwing around with Flash themes, trying to do some graphics there.
All right.
All right, now let's continue.
Let us continue.
Yay.
The Big Bang would form an explosion that would cause the whole galaxy to exist. During the explosion, two flames formed. A blue and red beam, which eventually evolved into the red and blue magic. The two magics separated from each other, thinking that they didn't need each other. The blue magic found Earth and crashed down and took the form of a blue silver. The red magic eventually found Earth as well. And stayed hidden for thousands of years.
Well, now you know how the dinosaurs were wiped out.
Also, I do want to ask you something, Retro.
Yeah.
We did mention that original thing was. Do you still have your copy of the opening narration?
I don't think I do. The only other person I think that possibly has it would be Buddy.
I think I have it too, but it's in my laptop, buried in the closet.
If you can find it, Record Guy, I think we should show it.
Yeah, show it.
Considering it's sort of a behind the scenes thing.
The reason we didn't include it was personal reasons. Things were going on, and we thought, yeah, I'm not going to go into it.
But that's all last year. Now, Now then.
It wasn't until 1944 when a wizard summoned the red magic.
Ignore the 1944 thing. This is actually medieval time. But don't worry, it's not really a problem.
To show off its great power to help the village. Unfortunately, things went wrong. I think you know the rest. As for the blue magic, the old age sword stayed dormant underground. It was found in the year 1876, but no one was worthy enough to pull it from its stone-filled prison. As time moved on, many people forgot about the two magics, and it seemed like their story is done. But they were wrong. Very, very wrong.
Let me mention that the magics, in real time, no one has ever heard about the blue magic and red magic, which is how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, this was one of the first scenes we were outlining for the film, I think.
Like script wise or animation wise?
Script-wise.
Ah,
And like I said, some of these scenes are based on IRL, yada yada yada, and my imagination.
Would
Let
you
me
like to
assure
go
you
into
all.
depth about that?
Yeah, and let me assure you all, I've been thinking of this since I was in that boy's age, which I think, according to the date, 10 years ago, currently 11 years now. 11 years ago, I thought of this moment. The swing, yes, it did happen. Falling off did not happen, but I imagined it did.
that tangent to the plot.
Mm-hmm. I think I have nothing else to say.
Alright.
But this trail path does exist. Legend says only those who is pure as the magic is able to pull out that sword. If it's
So-
not, then you'll receive consequences.
So is it like the Matrix of leadership from like Transformers?
Actually, if I remember correctly, we based this off of Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, I think.
For a second, I thought you were going to say you based off of Thor's hammer.
No.
It would have been okay. I'm going to say this. It would have been cooler if it was a hammer, but no.
Nah. If it was a hammer back then, it would have been different.
Old Age Sword.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Old Age Sword. Yes, the Old Age Sword is actually real. And this was based on the Sword in Stone, the same location where this film is taking place. Thing is, the sword is not underground. It's where the park is, which I was going to plan by that, but I think you or Buddy planned it something else, which I approve. That's fine.
It was either me or Buddy that said, hey, why don't we put the sword underground so that way it makes a little bit more sense in lore.
So is this just like based on something like in your city? Like if the sword is real?
Like I said,
Oh, yeah.
it's real. The beginning part is real. The rest of the film,
Is your imagination. Your lore.
yeah.
So, in other words, we kind of went with the Stephen King approach.
Yeah. I could definitely see that.
That was the shock of offering. He offered himself to him, to it.
Unknowingly.
It didn't actually happen in real life, but I imagine I would pull the sword.
Yeah. That's kind of what I figured throughout this entire thing.
But hey, it would be so cool though.
Yeah, it would be.
Would be.
It'd be cool if stuff like that was possible.
Okay. Few things I want to mention about the scene. One, so when I was composing the music for this, my original, I used the When Daylight Breaks motif. That was before we decided that motif belongs to the Daylight Foundation and not Record Guy. Because originally the da 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 was Record Guy's thing. But then Record Guy told us that, hey, we should make an entirely separate, motif for Record Guy. And me and Buddy were like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
I thought of that melody for When Daylight Breaks. Belongs to the Daylight side.
But no record has its own theme.
Yeah, I think I have my own melody.
Yeah,
Dun,
he has
dun,
his
dun,
own
dun, 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 dun. The previous intro. Before I finally start using this one. Not the one from Girls and I Know, the other previous one. The 2019 intro.
Right.
Speaking of the intro, it was reused in a different way in the current intro. Special thanks to Buddy for composing it. The music.
Another thing I want to mention about this next scene here, me and Record, again, we talked extensively on the outline of this. He showed me a scene from. He showed me, like, he wanted the scene to be inspired from an old Spider-Man animation. I can't remember what the series is called.
Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Well, there you go.
So I believe there's this scene where, like, Peter Parker is in a dream, and
The
There's-
symbiote captures him, and that's when the bonding process begins. But we'll show you it once we reach that scene. This scene itself, you may be wondering what is that shadow thing? That is the boy's real house. Yes, this is my real house. Just I decided to shadow it just to make it more mysteriously,
Wait,
And
you mean
for-
like
and
You
for a
know-
good reason.
you mean you took like an actual photo of your house?
Yeah, I found one of my older photos and edited it. And to say it looks good. Sure, it's all shadowy,
actually-
but it's
that-
good.
that it actually does look pretty clean. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Before I forget, this isn't the Recordverse, this is the original universe. The Recordverse will happen soon in the film. How it exists. That room and the next scene's room, yeah, they're real rooms, alright.
Oh, there's the melody.
And thus, that's when the blue magic bonds into the boy. Okay, this location, this is based on my old school, my elementary school. This is the recess side. The recess.
so I'm assuming the building has because
Oh, that's not a building.
There's
That's how do I say this? That's not a building. It's a wall thing, and on top of it, there's grass and all that. Where the stair is, I don't know what's it called, but there's a side where downstairs here, this is only for the kids side, and upstairs is only for the big kids side to prevent any unfortunate accidents, you know?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
same thing with
oh,
like
so it's like one of those.
Yeah. And in this scene, yes, I was imagining, which he will show up soon. I was imagining this part.
Well, look at you, all by yourself. Why don't we run away?
The running away scene didn't happen, but I thought of it. More context onto the magic. The magic has the power of unimaginable, yada yada yada, beyond everything. If I explain it right. Don't judge me if I'm forgetting my own characters' designs or what they are. But all I'm saying, the blue magic and the red magic, those two magics has the power of the universe. They could warp realities, change anything, violate the physics, the laws of physics, and so much more.
So an Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, something like Discord from MLP or other overpowered characters are. But yeah, the magics are overpowered. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll explain more when this continues, because
In other words, they're pretty much gods of the universe.
yeah,
In a nutshell.
and I'm sure you're gonna say, I thought you said no overpowered characters. Yes, I said that. However, once it reaches almost to the final scene, you'll see why that record guy doesn't use overpowered stuff. And I had a good reason to put that in.
So, we finally met. At least two gods, face to face. Not so talkative, are we?
Who are you?
Names are a foreign concept to me, but you can call me Blue. And you are mine.
Why do you want me?
Alright, time for more explanation. The voice you heard right now is my younger me's voice. Retro here AI'd my kid voice and made it into a thing for context. Which is
I was
special
able-
thanks to Retro.
Yeah, you provide me with like audio samples, and I was able to train an AI model on it. But like for personal reasons, you want me to like get rid of it like afterwards, which I did.
Yeah, my kid voice has nothing to be played around. I want to use my kid voice only for special purposes. I forbid people to use any of the AI voices on my stuffs, including younger me. It is the safety and privacy reasons.
Like here's an alternative I think that could have been like maybe like rather than the voice being lost forever, you could have just told me to like give you like a copy of it and like get rid of every copy on my end, and then like we could reuse it for like future things with young record in it. Like that could have
That actually could have been a good idea.
I never thought of that back then, but I'll think about it.
Yeah, well, then I'll have to train another model off of old samples.
All right.
Simple. You touched the old age sword, and I let you do so.
Huh?
There's no need for an explanation. And there's no need for fear. I know everything about you. I'm inside your head, your mind. I've seen.
That's a reference to the Venom movie, the first one. Since I love the Venom movie so much, I wanted to put it in, I think.
Another thing about the Venom series, Record Guy recently had me watch the second one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was just a punishment for Letus. So his next punishment will be watching the Venom 3, which will be off camera.
The Last Dance.
That's right.
Everything that makes you, you.
I don't understand.
You will soon enough, my friend. You will soon enough.
Again, this room is real. This is the basement playroom, yada yada yada. And I'm sure you may recognize this binder. This binder was shown in The Old Age Sword, the movie, which now called Legends of the Old Age Sword. I call it the Legacy binder because in this binder, yes, the binder's real, and it contains all of my drawings, including Youngman and the other drawing characters. Random Stuff didn't exist until 2016.
It's an interesting lore piece.
The magic activated the binder, which became a thing now and brought Yaman to life. Ladies and gentlemen, now you know how Yaman came to be in canon.
And this will eventually lead to the magnum opus. Yaman gets a Bonnie error.
What the heck? Where?
Speaking of that, we may talk about that film when this is over. I want to re-announce something that I announced in the
Okay.
previous stream.
Where am I? Who are you?
Why don't you say something?
You're real.
What are you talking about?
You're the stick figure for my drawings. See?
What's my name then?
It's Youngman.
Whoa, well that is understanding enough. So you're my creator?
Yes, I'd like to be friends with you.
Sure. What's your name?
I'd rather not say.
Well then, judging how you are and willing to make something happen, I see you will be breaking a record with that power of yours.
You know, speaking of that, yes. I call him the boy for a reason, but his actual name is actually my real name.
Which we will not disclose for personal reasons.
Yeah, no one knows my real name, nor my face. And it's
Not
going to
even
stay
me.
like that until I feel comfortable about it, which probably for all, maybe several years. But who knows? I may not do it or not.
Really
May not
depends.
do it. Yeah.
How about Record Guy?
That sounds awesome. I like that.
Oh yeah, Yaman was talking about breaking the. Hold on. Let me just
Yeah,
wind
right.
that again.
See?
What's my name then?
It's Youngman.
Whoa, well that is understanding enough. So you're my creator?
Yes, I'd like to be friends with you.
Sure. What's your name?
I'd rather not say.
Well then, judging how you are and willing to make something happen, I see you will be breaking a record with that power of yours. How about Record Guy?
Which funny thing, breaking a record, what Yaman said, that was
Yeah.
actually the same thought how I thought of my YouTube channel's name.
That's
I
what I was
decided
about
to
to say.
I decided to use that reference in the film. The reference I found, I real loss of words. I decided to use that
Basically-
as a reference when I made the channel before my beta channel failed, aka the news guy.
And Record Guy brought this origin up to me. And so we were discussing about it when we were writing the outline, and we were like, let's write this in. And so we did.
Like
That
Loki,
sounds awesome.
Loki, I thought like the way you came up with Record Guy was because you like vinyls or something.
That's what I thought too.
But in reality, I only called myself Record Guy because,
You're breaking records.
yeah, break the records, Guinness, all that stuff. Which, surprisingly, it did. Good on Eeks and the other successful projects. That name is very useful to me.
I like that.
So for the rest of today, Yaman and the boy hanged out, not knowing what capability the power of the blue magic and things went wicked. As time went on, more of the boy's imaginary friends would come to life.
Which these two are actually plushies. The blue magic gave them life, and that's how they became like who you all know now. That's the Cat in the Hat, aka Would You Like to Go to the Bathroom with Me? This is Leos's fault, by the way. And that's Sonic the Plush Hog, which you all seen him in the plush series in my channel.
Yeah, we've seen them.
Soon to be more, which you all saw what's more in my other plush videos.
Bringing the boy joy to his once lonely life.
You know, before I continue, yes, this is my actual backyard from that same house, the original house. And did you all notice how the boy is slowly becoming myth? His appearance is slowly changing. Now keep that in mind because it's very important. Because throughout the other scenes, you'll see why.
Very important.
All I'm going to say is he is slowly becoming something from the unknown.
Hmm.
What was that? A spaceship crashed into my shed.
And everyone, here he is. The annoying hand puppet himself.
Hello, Earth.
Sure.
I live. Hey, you. What? Me? Ow. Who are you? I'm Chucky. Chucky the hand puppet. I came from the planet Hand.
Is that even a thing?
Yep. Otherwise, how am I a thing? Makes sense. So anyway, what do y'all have here? Don't go in there. If my parents finds out an alien hand puppet landed here, they'll call the government. Government? What's a government? Are you governing a mint?
I didn't know you govern a mint. I mean, the government does pour out mint.
That's crazy.
I'm starting to like you, Handy.
No, it's not a good place for any creatures like you. In fact, me, Cat, and Yeoman have been hiding. So Record's parents don't find out.
Well, that's no good. No worries, there's a basement that only we can enter. My parents won't find out about you. Oh, goody!
In fact, that basement I mentioned is not just any basement. The magic cast a little spell on the basement, which became it unordinary, right?
Yeah.
So basically, off camera, me and the friends were doing a role play, and the basement became a world itself, a ginormous basement. Maybe one day I'll introduce it in the films.
Yup.
With a new companion by his side, the boy had nothing but excitement for what would come next for him. But unfortunately, what happened next would be change his life for the worse.
Hey kid, I got a task for you. What? I need you to go into the woods for me. Right now? Yes. But Blue, it's only 9 p.m. I don't care. This is important. Why do you need me to go into the woods anyway? What could be so important? There's something I need you to find. There's a statue in the woods that holds something that we need it destroyed. You are the only one who can destroy it. Look, we'll find it tomorrow, okay? Fine. I guess we're doing this the hard way. What? I need this done tonight, and if you won't do this, then I will. Blue, stop! Please, no! I never thought I'll actually shout. I rarely shout.
Yeah.
Okay, more context for this scene. Yes, that location is real. In the exhibition, there's this one museum where it's holding all the ancient stuffs.
Yeah.
And that statue you saw, yes, it's real. So the scene's it's gonna show how I'm thinking is. So I think when I was young at the exhibition,
Yeah.
in the museum, as I was walking with my parents, that one statue glowed its eyes on me until it decides to fade away, and that just
Stuck with you.
yeah, it gave me the shivers. I thought it was watching, and that statue almost. I chose that statue model because it almost looks like the statue I saw from a long time ago. And let me tell you, that statue that glowed its eyes on me was unsettling.
So I'm assuming it was like one of those, like, either a spirit Halloween decoration or something like that.
I don't think it's a Spirit Halloween scene because it is a statue.
Ah.
It didn't make any noises. It was just still, like just an actual statue. Only thing is, it glowed its eyes on me when I looked at it. And since I was thinking, how does Anonymous Ben appear? I realized and thought of maybe that's where Anonymous Ben would came from. That cursed statue.
What just happened? Hello there, little one. Who said that? Now, is that a respectful way to talk to someone you just met?
Okay, last one because I'm starting to think I'm interrupting, but the Magics are taking the voice of the boys' future thing is because they don't actually have voices for themselves. So if a magic bonds to someone living, they will have their voice box. That's all I can say. And they might use it even if they're out of the host. Think of it as they're learning the host as they progress.
Right.
Just show yourself. All right. As you wish. Now, aren't you gonna introduce yourself? My friends call me Record Guy. Well, Record, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Red. Why do you look like me? I simply took the form of your worst. Worst? Let me explain. I've seen your memories when I first entered you. Your hatred and fear. Its diabolical taste fuse me. Let us destroy everything we see as a distraction. You and I will rule the world. No, I don't want to destroy everything. Think about it. Who has ever really cared about you? Your parents, mostly of all time, don't even know you exist. My friends care about me. Friends? You call them friends? They're more like walking meat bags following you around. Yes, they are my friends, and I wouldn't destroy anything if it means I cause harm to them. Then you're useless. Red, long time no see. Ah, Blue, looks like you found the worst host unimaginable. Unfortunately for you, it will be your last time existing. So be it.
And here comes the most epic battle I've done. That battle I did, it took me hours to do, and it went out so perfect.
And everyone said it was like the best battle you've done.
It is. Coming up is some of Record Guy's best work with Vyond.
Honestly.
hands down.
The only thing that would make it better is like Smirk style lighting.
Yeah. But yet again, it takes hours to do the whole thing. And with the amount of prompts I'll put in,
Yeah.
will be a hesitant. And plus, if I go back now, oh boy, it's going to take another hours to do all of this, which I'm not going to. I'm happy the way it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's time for you to perish.
And thus, Anonymous Ben the form exists. As it said, takes the form from the worst. This scene explains how powerful they are. That's all I can say. And I mentioned how powerful they are, so I won't re-explain the thing again.
No. You haven't seen the last of me. When I do come back, you will be sorry.
It's now over. Who was that thing? Someone I was trying to destroy. Why do you think I sent you into the woods? I don't know its name. The way I see him, he's...
Even though it's said, but what can I say? The boy has problems remembering. And also he has troubles thinking what just happened, and he easily forgets. Anxiety moment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
mysterious and anonymous. I've seen scary videos on various creatures. I think I'll call him Anonymous Ben.
Which, good point. What he said was true. Back in 2014, yes, I saw scary videos that does freak me out. Of course, Hotamar 6, the Omegle jump scares, and some little bits of scary pop-ups.
You like screamers?
Yeah, screamers.
He looked like someone creepy. Good choice.
And now it's the final stretch. His life went back to normal and proceed on living, going out on adventures, and more. But then everything changed. For better or worse. It depends on how you look at it, but all I can say is that it was caused by that stupid hand puppet.
Hey, I heard that.
I wanted to write that in. I wanted so bad. I wanted so badly for the narration to tie into Chucky so bad. I thought it would be the most hilarious thing. So I said to Record, I'm like, hey, we should do this. And he's like, yeah. And so we put it in.
It's pretty in character for a Record Guy movie.
True. But yes, the scene, yes. If you remember, that's the Chest of Demons from the Fate's End arc. And he managed to release all 13 ghosts, and that was a terrible thing. So, before June 2015, throughout the last 2 weeks, Record Guy, Sonic, Cat, Yaman, and Chucky, they managed to collect all 12 ghosts back into the chest, the same exact ones that were released. The prophecy stated that only those who set them free can capture them. So yeah, in June 2015, that's when they got all the 12 ghosts. They just need one more ghost. Well, they just have to get one more. Is it just me or am I hesitating again? They have one more ghost to collect or capture, and that settles it. Why am I losing thought? Come on.
Maybe you're just getting distracted.
There's nothing distracting me. But I'll just say this one more time. They just need one more ghost to capture, and that's it. One more ghost. There, I said it. Nowadays, I can't English.
It's fine.
Alright, guys. Have we checked this way?
I don't believe we did.
Hope you're proud of yourself, Chucky. We've been doing this for weeks. Look, it was an accident, okay? I thought there were goodies.
In that demonic-looking chest.
I thought it was Halloween. It's June. Look!
Let's just hurry up, guys. Someone may see us here and call the government.
Guys, look.
They're entering somewhere very dark and ancient. And I'm sure that's when they'll meet the first item. The time clock.
That's weird. Why would a clock be in the middle of nowhere? I have no idea. Chucky, Cat, stop! It's a clock. I love clocks. I want to touch it. Yeah.
No.
Hello, Mr. Clock. Would you like to go to the bathroom with me?
I got you now. Prepare to die.
Go.
Well, that's Spider-Ken, the last ghost, which the ghost possessed Spider-Man. And yes, Cat said the reference.
I had to write it in. When I was helping with writing, I had to. I just had to.
I guess you could say they went to the bathroom together after all.
They sure did. They sure did.
But yes, this scene does exist in real life. Not the location, but still at the house. Just
yeah.
The whole Cat and Chucky tampering the time clock, Spider-Ken attacking, and we all went in. Yeah, that's true.
What the heck?
Quick, in here. I'm with you, bro. We have no choice. Everyone, get in.
Where do you think you're going?
And thus, time has been reversed, leaving the original universe, and we won't be able to see it again. That is when we'll be entering a new universe, which you all know right now, the Recordverse.
And that's where the canon becomes canon.
Yep, that's when all future films will exist.
That was the true canon event.
What happened? I don't know.
Where are we?
Far away from home, I guess. Nice going, you two. Your little play date cost us travel to a completely different side of the world.
We didn't know that would happen. We thought it was just a clock.
Guys, look. Something tells me we're not home anymore.
What makes you say that?
I mean, look at this place. It's unlike anything I ever seen. This is it, guys. We can finally have a fresh start.
But I thought we had to hide from people.
You guys don't have to hide anymore. We finally have a chance to start a new life without any more hiding.
Finally! Bye-bye, basement!
I'll build a house here. I like this side of the forest. I'll help. No need. I have my magic, remember?
Oh yeah.
Now that I'm no longer trapped in that stupid basement, I'ma check out the world.
Oh no, you don't. You're staying here with me. After what you did, I don't trust you going out.
Fine. No fun. Let's build.
And that's how they entered the Recordverse and spent their lives there.
And that day, it truly became the Recordverse.
Where the heck am I? No, I lost them. No matter. One day, I'll find where you are, Record Guy. You and your friends shall pay. Good things must come into an end.
Which he'll be back in several years. A couple years.
Years nonetheless.
May 2016. The one big incident. The Myth Apocalypse. That was back then when I was about to get my first computer. Before that, I've been imagining something like this for a while.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, hold on. Once that's out.
Chaos must consume everything.
Why did I think he was about to say Chaos Control?
Okay. So remember when I said that Record's slowly becoming a myth? And he's
Yeah.
slowly transforming? So for the last few years, the transformation is completed. The magic has full power of the host, and it consumed Record, taking full control of his vessel, becoming the most powerful god of the universe. That is when chaos reigns and consumes everything.
In other words, that is no longer Record at the moment.
And with that said, it managed to finally take control, and more likely the Recordverse is completely, fully, entire screwed. Dominion.
Until the next movie.
Not really. 10 minutes later. Ladies and gentlemen, the Legacies.
Damn.
That's Bright on the left, the Wizard on the second, Laura in the third, and that's Dark Light at the fourth and last.
The beast must be stopped. Yes. The power of this creature is overpowered. Then no time to lose. We gather enough information from the beast first landed.
How do we stop him? He's too overpowered.
We'll use the elements of legacy. Are you sure? We have no choice.
Which soon to be called elements of artistic later.
Wait. Something's wrong.
What is it?
Its host isn't mature. What is it? Some sort of kid? Precisely. I know this from the last time I encountered a deadly magic.
The only way to save that kid is by containing the beast.
I know what to do. It better work.
And thus, the magic's reign of terror has completely screwed up the universe. Summoning, all that stuff. Which explains how the other characters came to be.
Huh.
And here they come. Yes, this image is AI. I only use the AI sync for good uses, and I'm proud of this, and I managed to re-edit it, making this all blue. The other image isn't AI, I just found it on Google.
How crazy.
I say these belongs to you.
Why? Because I don't want to lose you, and you are a part of me now. After everything I did, you still accept me as your friend? Yes. I want to show you how to love and care, instead of terrorizing.
If that's the case, I'm willing to change for the better.
And thus, Bright One sacrificed himself using the elements of legacy, turned back time for his side, and mainly the transformation was suspended, splitting two blue magics, one in Tarlok and one for the boy, which is why you see Tarlok on the left, on the right. So mainly, Record Guy is stuck as a myth. There's no point in extracting the magic, because if the magic ever leaves or gets extracted from the boy, he will die with no chance of recovery. And while he's a myth, he is able to use his magic whatever he wants. And that is why he cannot be overpowered anymore. You see in the Myth Apocalypse, he's too overpowered. That is why Bright has to secure him. So he's unable to do any overpowered things anymore. He can still use his magic for daily basics or fun and all, but he's unable to do any more massive chaos and destruction.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know this would happen.
Most of us are unsure of that now.
Even if that kid lives, I have a grudge over the power from him.
And that's when Lore does not trust the magic. Make sure you all remember that, because that will happen in future films.
Don't mind him. For now, I know you will do great things with your power, and one day, you will take our lead and start your own team.
But what about the town? It's destroyed.
We will erase everyone's memories so no one knows about the Myth Apocalypse.
So, in other words, we're giving you a second chance. But listen to me, boy. If I were you, I would control my powers better and not let them take you over.
So be careful.
Alright, understood.
As he gets home, that doesn't face the fact that he summoned a lot of characters into this universe. Which here comes the other two now, while the rest are, you know.
Hey, you!
Oh, here we go.
I know you're the one responsible for the damage you made.
I thought those guys erased everyone's memories.
Ours were not. And honestly, I wish they were, because now I have this slight urge to murder you where you said. Unless you bring us back home.
We'll tear apart limb from limb.
No, wait. I'm sorry for summoning you guys and the others here. I wasn't myself back then, and...
I'm kidding. You're an interesting kid. I like your actions.
Yes. And with you on our side, we could form an alliance.
Really? You want to join my crew?
Well, duh.
Then let's go.
In case if you don't know who voiced them, Venom was voiced by Quincy, which he did an absolute well done. And for Pink Amina, she was voiced by Kansia, which he also does a very good job. So special credit goes to those two.
They're an absolute pleasure to work with, and yes, they will be returning.
Yes, they'll actually be returning.
Indeed, indeed. Can't wait for Dave. I'm kidding.
Dave shows up in the record verse. That would be kind of funny for a short.
Yeah. If we ever ask you if Dave would ever show up, would you be alright if you want to voice as him and appear him?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, heck, I might, like, on my end, I might even make maybe a mini crossover short or something. Or
Heck
episode.
yeah.
Yeah. Because in When Daylight Breaks, the Daylight Foundation, they have a portal inside the building, which has the ability to open the portal for all multiversal characters.
Now I kind of imagine it being like that one short that promoted Bunsen is a Beast when that initially came out, the one where it was like all the Butch Hartman characters getting together in like Danny Phantom's universe.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of imagine it being like that short.
There you have it, and that is when his entertainment started. It's been a nice journey for him and his team, but he will learn soon enough that his adventure had only just begun.
And that was the end.
And that is Beginnings of Entertainment.
I hope you all learned something from here, even though we don't have much watchers here. But I'm sure once you all looked at the film itself or here, you'll know a lot. Trust me, I put in my heart and soul into this film. With the help from Letus and the others.
It was made by Record Guy, Letus, Kenzie Quincy, Record Guy. Sorry.
Yeah, Record Guy did a good job. Subscribe to him, by the way.
Record Guy.
Record Guy's the big skibbity man.
But yeah, so this movie sort of acts as a prequel for
to
the
all
Master War,
films.
the Ritual, Old Age Story, you know, all that.
Yeah. This film is the main reason how all the future films, including others, exist. Canon or not, this movie was the main reason.
That's me.
Hey!
Sleep tight, dear child. That's me.
Worlds Beyond Light is Letus, his music company.
And then Adam of Ferret.
And Adam of Ferret.
Which is Buddy.
And yes, Worlds Beyond Light is the alias I use for music.
You know, speaking of that, you think that's the end of this film? My films cannot be over unless there's a post-credit. So here comes the post-credit. There's only one more character we haven't explained yet.
You're going into full Sonic movie turf for this one.
I'm sure you recognize that laptop that Record's holding.
Oh,
that's the supercomputer.
Yeah, with the little stand. That makes you more recognizable.
In case people... Oh, frick, hold on. I misclicked.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, spaghetti. Okay, there we go. I was trying to unmute, but yeah. Yes, that laptop is very real, and the supercomputer functions, they're real also. Not the whole bringing things to life, like the spread and all that stuff, but its processors, all that stuff, they're very real. My uncle did this, and if it weren't for him, then Tarlac wouldn't be a thing properly. So
let me explain a bit more. Record Guy mentioned to me that
this is why I can't English. But yes, I told Letus specifically so he can do the talking.
So me and Record are both tech nerds. We geek out about computers nearly all the chances we can get. And one day, Record Guy tells me about the time when... So if I remember correctly, Tarlac, the character, was based off of Record's first laptop, which was a Dell Latitude. Now, if you look at the specs of the Dell Latitude, for its time, I'd say it's pretty good, but it isn't the best.
Yeah. It's old after all.
What Record's uncle did? He slapped another hard drive in it, and I'm not sure what else he did to it, but apparently it went from being an okay laptop to a very good laptop.
Was it like an SSD?
Basically, he wiped the computer clean, made it all brand new again, added things that makes the computer faster, and there hasn't been a single problem with it. It felt like it's new again. Very new. Compared to other of its kind, this laptop was the only laptop that was fast enough for me. And it was one of the last ones until an unfortunate situation from 2017, which I won't talk about for personal reasons. Okay, here's one more thing I want to mention. The design, Tarlok's design, that was based on my imagination before the laptop arrived. This is how I thought of him. I was just looking for the right body parts, all that, and thus, this is how I thought of him. Tarlok was one of the actual original characters I have. One of them, besides Tim, and the others, and Chucky. And that's how Tarlok was sealed away. And that tombstone, it's not in a cemetery. Let's just say it's far away where no one is able to find it. Yeah.
The multiverse.
No one can find Tarlok. By the way, this is before the whole multiverse stuff. There was no multiverse stuff in this film. Not until When Daylight Breaks.
So in other words, this was just somewhere on Earth. The core wasn't even a thing yet.
Huh.
So everyone keep that in mind. Very. And there's the elements of artistic, formerly known as the element of legacy.
I guess you could say it had an artistic legacy.
Exactly.
You
get it. Good. And that's the end of the film. I hope you all finally understand how Record came to be, what are the magics, where did Chucky come from, and all that.
And we hope you enjoyed us talking about a little about how it was made. I personally had a lot of fun working with the Record guy on. It was a blast.
Yep, indeed. It was an epic journey.
It was interesting. I remember when the production of the film was underway. I remember hearing interesting things about it.
Yeah, you were with us for part of it.
Yeah. And then things happen IRL.
But yeah, being with you, even doing stuff now within the community is doing stuff with you, Retro, with us is it is so fun.
Yeah, glad to think so.
Being a part of this team is a huge honor to me, and it is they're very good people to be around, and I'm glad to be part of this.
Yeah, and that's why I've stuck with the Record Guy community for so long. I'll be honest, if it wasn't for the Record Guy community, I don't even know if I'd still be on Discord.
Oh, shucks. By the way, everyone, we have a Discord server, which you could find in the channel abouts. That's the only community we have left. That's still going in strong. So if you guys want to join, feel free.
Let me go ahead and grab... And that will be... I have posted a link in the chat, and there is also a link on Channel About. You can go join that. Also, Record Guy, we did mention that we were going to say something.
About me when I forget. What was it?
A little bit of a thing we've been working on.
Oh yeah, that. But before we get to that, you all up for the Tales of the Red Magic?
So we're doing a double feature today?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Yeah, let's do it.
because in the beginning scene, it did show the wizard summoning the red magic. I think we should put up more singing to it. Let me just go find it and download it.
All right. So, Tales of the Red Magic. So this was when we realized that, hey, not everything was explained with Beginnings of Entertainment. And so we came up with the idea of, like, hey, why don't we create another film where we explain the legacies a bit more in depth. And that's where the next film comes in.
Yep. And it's downloaded. I'm going to... Shh, music, shh, 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 shh. Thank you.
Quiet.
That's right. All right. We will now do our last and final director's commentary for this stream. And then we will talk about some things which you all should know. All right, here we go. Tales of the Red Magic.
Tales of the Red Magic.
Let's go.
Yes, that's the melody. The same one from the 2019. Again, special thanks to Buddy.
Welcome back to another origin story. Tonight's story will be about another magic I mentioned in Beginnings of Entertainment. The Red Magic. We've seen how it arrived to Earth and was responsible for the wipeout of the dinosaurs. However, I mentioned I think you know the rest. Perhaps I should explain more about that, right? In that case, I will show you the rest as I explain. This takes place in medieval time.
Yep, during an unfortunate war between the village, the knights, and the Dark Knights. But all that meant, I do like medieval times. That's why I always bring them up often.
And that's where the first instance of magic came from. There we go.
Yes, that should be the one. There is no other way. The battle has been going on for far too long. It's time to stop it by summoning the most powerful magic in the universe. The wizard reads the spellbook and performs to summon the red magic, and with all of his hard work. Ancient magics, hear me now. Red fire from Ode, rain you down, my life and yours. That's what it takes. With this pat, I seal my fate. Lend me your power, O Crimson Sun, for there is work to be done. Bring light to dark and raise the sun. I worship you, O great Red One. Arise from your slumber, awaken at last!
The spell, that was all planned by Letus. And that was actually
I'm
good.
the one who wrote that.
Yeah, that was Letus, I said. That was you.
And then it works. With this powerful red magic on my side, I will finally put a stop to my foes. You wouldn't like what I got with me right now. Don't make me use it. Don't say I didn't warn you. He called upon the red magic and allowed the magic to go forward and attack the foe.
Here comes
and
that
his
small
army.
little fight. A brutal one, in fact.
We see a lot of foes getting killed, and at the end, he won and the battle is finally over. The wizard was rewarded for being the hero of the village, and he was given full gratitude. The village was safe, thus they can continue their own peace. But not for long. Little did he know, the red magic has a mind of its own, and will not hesitate to bring destruction to the village. He was shocked and didn't know what was going on. He checked the book to verify, wanting to know why it was acting like this, and saw that the spell contains a lot of dangerous consequences. The wizard realized that mythical magics are unsafe, and will have to perform a sealing spell to keep the red magic dormant.
And thus the reign of destruction begins.
Or if you want to consider this
Magic of
the first myth apocalypse, then, well.
An earlier-ish one, I guess.
Myth Apocalypse Alpha.
Hey, Peter.
Wait, hold on. Is my mic? Oh, there it goes.
Destruction, you will be sealed away, and no one will ever know about your existence. The wizard sealed away the red magic inside a cursed statue, and no one ever heard of its existence ever since. He went back to the village and apologized for the damages it made, and promised to rebuild the village.
And that is where the wizard lives.
I've seen what you did back there, and I know it was all an accident. And you are? My name is Bright. I am a fellow guardian angel. Fellow guardian angel? Yes. And I was wondering if you would like to join my special team I am planning to form. I must ask what the team is about. The team is about us heroes, saving not just the village, but the entire Earth. There has been danger without time I watched. I see. If that's the case, I wouldn't mind joining it. Good. The others are waiting. Let's go to where we're at.
spies away. You haven't told me the name of this special team.
Because we haven't come up with one yet. But I guess you could make up for one since it's only the two of us talking here.
Let me think. I have a name. The Legacies.
Oh, that sounds satisfying. I like it. The Legacies it is.
And so, he was invited to join the Legacies and eventually became the leader. Throughout his journey, he and his team faced evil throughout the world for a long time. The Legacies will never be heard from anyone and will remain as a mystery. That ends the story here. Farewell, everyone.
You know, speaking of that, you may be wondering how are they still alive after a couple decades? Why, it's simple. The Bright One, or Bright. Bright gave them immortality. Dark Light doesn't need it because technically he's a demon king.
That is correct.
So yeah, that's the only answer you all get if you ever ask.
Yeah.
Woo.
Sorry about that. Anyways,
Bro literally turned into an ambulance.
All right, the next scene will be the last post-credit, which means I did say whoever is pure like the magic will be accepted, but whoever isn't will receive consequences. So here, during medieval times, the blue magic used to be worshipped by its followers.
O great and mighty God
and
of
here's
chaos,
what happens to
Please
the poor
lend us your great
unfortunate
power,
souls who
so
try
we
to
can be
free
your
its power.
worshippers forever, O great mighty myth.
What's happening?
It's not letting me. Oh no.
we've angered our Lord.
We are sorry, O great myth.
You must perish.
Please, have mercy.
Not special, not interesting, not pure as me?
What?
And that ends with Tales of the Red Magic. And you know what happens, who isn't pure.
Whoever isn't pure doesn't get the cure.
Exactly.
Another thing I want to say is, there is rarely a lot of pure people. There's not really a lot of people because in the past, everyone used to be an idiot. You know how they are back then?
Yeah.
So there isn't ever rarely a pure person that the magic could accept as its own vessel for the mythopocalypse.
Huh.
So now that you know the myth's history, enjoy understanding the future films because, yeah, in the Masterworld, Ritual, RG Shorts, whatever it is, canon.
Even
And
the
that-
ones you make when you're randomly having a good day.
Yeah, I made a playlist called the Record Guy 66 Chronicles. So now, if anyone goes in that playlist, you'll know that which Vedas that are directly canon.
That is the master playlist. Oh, and
Of course, yeah, I remember. That ends the director's commentary. Now we're going to move on with some news and what we're working.
You guys are gonna like this.
So, first of all, Yaman gets a Barney error and Barney gets a Buzz Lightyear error. They are no longer canon to the lore, and I thought of it for the last 2 months now.
So you can stop making Barnes jokes now. Just it
Along
really
with-
depends on you. But
Along with brain rot. Because
no more Barnes.
you all can still pick on Letus, though. I say it's still funny.
Yay.
But the brain rot stuff's, yeah, not gonna happen. You're all gonna have to find someone else.
What brain rot? Like Skibbity Toilet? Because I don't recall.
Errors in
no,
OS.
the Barney error stuff.
Oh, that I think you're talking about actual brain rot for a second.
To be honest, it's not just cringe, but it's also brain rot. Now I'm going to drop that subject and go with what else is next. Now then, the Master War and the Ritual. Remember those films? They're getting a remaster, right, Letus?
Oh yes, they are getting remastered. But not only remastered, we're rewriting them from the ground up. Like,
So it won't
we're
be- it won't
entirely
be-
remaking the film.
So it won't be anything from their original counterparts. Once they exist, the original films will no longer be canon. They're done.
And a bit of progress update on that. Thanks to our friend Buddy, we've finished the outlining section of it. And so come the new year, we're going to be moving on to the scripting.
That's right.
Good.
Expect next week to be a bit interesting. Because the Master War and the Ritual are going to be remastered. And trust me, you're all going to enjoy it. If you love Beginnings of Entertainment, and When Daylight Breaks, and Girls' Night, then do expect the Master Wars remaster and the Rituals remaster also. We're doing this to fix the lore up. Because we do have an upcoming film that will be on the way real soon. We will not tell you what it is yet. So enjoy throwing up the rumors and leaks. You know what I'm talking about, right? But it's rare. That's all. But for now, do check out my Christmas video. It's another Beyond animation I did for fun, and it's hilarious. Trust me.
Oh, I have not seen that yet, actually.
Then no witnesses.
Because I was busy making a Retro Man Christmas.
Along with
Oh, yeah.
the Hand Puppet and Dave the Ray Singamajingas.
Yep.
Anything you want to say, Retro?
I'd say, like, I've been working on this in the background. If it's okay with Record, of course, should we preview my next video before it's done?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright. Let me just, turn on share screen. I'm doing it on Flash Scenes, so fun fact about this is my first Flash Scenes video. Might try to make the move from Rapper to Flash Scenes just so I can have more steady video output. And social media features. My goal with this is to make it onto the if you go on Flash Scenes, right? There's top animations. My goal is to make it onto top animations with this right here. With this Merc style New Year special. I'll full screen it. But right now there's no sound effects, there's just the voices. Let's see, hide this. Let's see, it's about loaded, buffering, and here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna do a full screen, it just drops it.
Now that is what we call frame rate.
Yeah, frame rate. I just zoom in.
We cannot hear the audio.
Wait, hold on. Let me turn on.
By the way, views.
If
By
they
the way,
share
views.
audio,
Hey, viewers. Come closer for me for a moment. I might appear in that video, so that's why I'm allowing that preview to happen.
yeah. And here is Does the audio work now?
No.
Whatever. I'll just like, because for some reason like I have it where it says share audio, but it's not sharing audio according to you. So like, let me just like I'll just like describe it as it goes on. So it zooms in on the city, right? And it's like the mayor of like the city talking to a crowd. You know, we're ushering in the new year. It's a fantastic time. It's a New Year celebration. You got all the classic characters. You got the Oliak family. You got Dave in the background, and then the countdown starts. The fireworks blow, and everyone is celebrating the new year. And Rosie's saying like, "This is such a win." Put W's in the chat because she's an epic gamer. And then you got Steve Deceive, Man with a Plan, and Dave the Rave celebrating. And
Dave is now happy.
And then you'll see someone very special in the next frame.
Hey!
Hey, let's go.
And then like Quincy's there, and his whole thing is like, "Oh man, what?" My whole thing is like, "What if I don't find that special someone?" Because I know he talks about that sometimes. Oh my god, what the hell happened to the frame rate? And then like woman comes up, is like, "Hey, have you seen my purse?" And then he literally says, "Chat, is this Riz?" And then we cut to the wilderness outside of the city. And we see someone walking through the grass. Who is that? It is, of course, Retro Man. Yeah.
It's
So
the
Retro,
TV man named Retro.
pretty much. Just looks into the distance. And then none other comes up than his younger self. And basically, like, this preview is about to end. Basically, you know, he's just like, "Yo, why aren't you celebrating with the others down there?" He's like, "I don't know, I just like it up here by myself. You know, I just like think about life and all that." And then like the part I'm gonna start working on after this ends, like it ends with younger me saying, "Hey, I have a question. Does my life get any better? Like, do I get to do cool things in the future?" And that's where the preview ends, and then it's gonna be like I'm kind of going for like a Smirks style video.
All right. I like it so far.
Yeah.
Same
That's
here.
what I'm doing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap up for this director's commentary.
We hope you enjoyed.
If you want any more commentaries, like and subscribe and bing that bell.
It will really mean a lot to us if you do. So as always, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to Leadus and Retro for joining.
Yay.
And subscribe to those that I mentioned in the film, like the voice actors. And
There's Kensia, Quincy, Buddy, who did the music.
and
a lot of
Farnus.
Moogoose.
Quincy, you're late. That's all I can
You are
say.
You're
so
late, my
late.
guy.
Holy crap, you are so late.
So yeah, that's all I can say before we throw in our master bonking bat on Quincy. We'll bonk him when the stream is over.
Yo,
So as always,
Venom. He was Venom in Beginnings of Entertainment.
yeah, that's what I said.
So everyone in chat, please give a round of applause to Quincy.
And make sure you bonk him while he's at work. He needs all the bonking bat he needs.
he needs to become Bonkception.
Bonkception.
All right,
Inception movie.
I am going to close the stream now. So anyways, everyone, see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.